Сазоновну, Сазонову
It gives me special pleasure to invite the next speaker, Ms. Sazonova from Grad company. So, my colleagues have told you about remote sensing data, and I will tell you about how it can be used. First, let me tell you that Grad develops information analytical data for and systems for area development, and I'm going to tell you exactly about one of such solutions. The international project GEOURBAN. What is it? It was created under net.rus, and it includes 6 countries: Greece, Russia, Switzerland, Turkey, and Israel. Each country represents makes a certain contribution to the project. For GEOURBAN, purpose is to create a web-oriented system that will give not only accessible information about the area, but also will be able to provide analytical features. In the framework of GEOURBAN project, apart from the terms of reference, a number of scientific publications have been made. You know, there is the Russian magazine called Area Management, Territory Management. There was some exposure of our project in that magazine.
Проект GEOURBAN прежде всего отличается.
GEOURBAN is special in a sense that apart from international cooperation, you can obtain not only get reviews or peer reviews from your partners, but also from the very beginning of the project, potential users of the system were involved, and that made it possible to project some of the results of the work, as well as the information that can be processed and displayed. So what is GEOURBAN web-oriented geoinformation system? It is a portal that allows publishing different information from different sources, including space data. There is an analytical component for processing space imaging or process the classified maps. Also, parties concerned can export any information that they need. This project was implemented in 3 pilot towns: Basel, Tumen, and Tel Aviv. These cities were pre-selected for a reason, because they have different typology. Mediterranean Tel Aviv, Tumen, where in the last decade a lot of political changes took place, and an average European town in terms of size, Basel. So on the screen you can see the interface of this network, of this system. It includes navigation, distance measurement, area measurement, polygon building, exporting in raster and vector modes. You can also select maps with different number of layers. Also, we use OpenStreetMaps and Google Maps as basic maps. You can see what kind of information we publish in our system. It's also possible to generate a legend. Land user current map is a map of land use. Now, what makes this? What can we do with this information? We can monitor urban development, strategic planning of cities, decision making based on Earth remote sensing data. Originally, the GEOURBAN project and the system were implemented to process information in offline mode. So apart from the publishing system, you needed to have an operator who would receive special data offline. Now we went further, and we now can do it on the portal within the boundaries set by the user. So we can do calculations on the same portal. We have a list of indicators selected by experts, and based on the 3 cities, we made a list of indicators with priority. So we go through this list, implement them in the portal. At the moment, green areas, open space, and density of built-in area. First 3 indicators. We get this data from land use maps, and this is approximately how the calculations of indicators look. This may be processed space image or a classified map image that we processed using our tool. What algorithm we used for processing? We use a polygon within which we calculate values of different indicators. According to these indicators, map gets painted in different shades to give you, this is the built-in density coefficient for Basel city. So it's raster arithmetics. This is how it is implemented at the moment. GEOURBAN is, by the way, a 2-year project. It was launched last January, and we're almost finished the project. We'll do it in December. So a user can be authorized at the portal, and that will make available to him. And a user creates a polygon, which, when an object is saved in the database, will get the indicators of that object within the boundaries set. How did it look before in offline mode, and how does it look now when we need to calculate a new indicator on the map basis? Within the city limits or administrative entity limits, an operator starts an analytical tool, a raster calculator, sets the boundaries for a vector layer within which these indicators exist, selects the initial raster, after which the system makes computations and delivers the results in the table. This is the interface and functionality of GeoPortal for information export, both in vectoral and raster form. A lot of work has been done. We agreed with counterparts on data requirements and outcome requirements. A number of information system releases have been made. There is a list of indicators that we are gradually covering. So there are a lot of possibilities, but also a lot of work to improve this storage technology, since a lot of data is involved. We will need to further build the algorithm, finalize them. In conclusion, I would like to say about priorities. This is there is a trend in Russia to build in investment portals, and according to the assignment by the president dealing with the effective use of space activity data. And the value and usefulness of this portal for governmental authorities in decision-making is obvious, as well as for city dwellers and investors. They can contribute to their respective area development. Any business person who needs to receive a full set of data about information, full sort of set of data about a site, thematic maps or whatever, you can receive from there. If you need more detail, you can go to the website of the project, or you can enter the web portal. It's still under development, so sometimes information is replaced. So you can try to re-enter later and see that the information has been changed. We also have articles in the magazine Development of Territories. And we invite everyone for cooperation. Thank you very much. Are there any questions? I think in calculating your indicators, it makes sense to communicate with Giovanni, and you can communicate synchronize some processes. Yes, we already had a prior discussion, and we will definitely continue to communicate. So what about any questions? No questions. Thank you very much. Very interesting.